Everybody, welcome to another episode of It's Not Hard to Talk About. We have an exciting show coming up with Keesha. We actually did a episode with Keesha before, and the pain was necessary, so we definitely had to. I had to log off a few minutes ago, guys, so don't. So it's okay. I love Instagram. I love the social media platform because anything can happen, which is pretty interesting. All right. So again, if you have not caught the latest episode, please make sure that you log on to our podcast. We have our own YouTube channel, guys. It's called It's Not Hard to Talk About, or you can just put in MinLatavian Gardner and the information should pop up. If you ever have any issues concerning how to locate our podcast, how to locate the YouTube page, or whatever the case may be, then make sure you reach out to me. You can just inbox me. You can DM me. You can, just leave a comment, whatever the concern is. And then make sure you subscribe. So that way you get the notification when we have our guests coming on. Hi, guys. Hello. Thank you. Hey, Keesha, I see you. I'm going to bring you on in a minute. Hi, Will 305. Hey. Go ahead and let everybody know we're on. I don't know if there's a way to do that on Instagram. I really don't know. It's a little bit different. I don't know if you can share this, but if you can share this on Instagram, that would be great, because I'm not sure if they allow it to share, but I know on Facebook, it definitely allows you to share the live so that you can let people know that we're on. If not, hey, we always post it, and you can definitely catch the replay. So I'm just going to wave at you guys. Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it. We're going to be on for about 30 minutes, everybody. So definitely you can catch the replay. July is going to reflect a variety of episodes. Again, we're here every Wednesday. We've been bouncing back and forth from Facebook to Instagram, but we're going to fluctuate. So we'll do Facebook and then we'll do Instagram, depending on our guests and what they prefer. Some guests don't desire to come on either one of them. They just want a private Zoom session. And so we have to take that private Zoom session and then edit it and then put it out there for our audience to take a look at it. And it's perfectly fine, because, to each his own. Some people don't want to film live. Some people just, they rather do the Zoom. Some people rather, just go in and they don't mind being live. They don't mind the live comments. Hey, Alicia. Hey, girl. Thank you for coming in. How you doing? So some people don't mind, going on live, and some people don't. Sometimes I feel like I'm loud. Am I loud, Alicia? Because sometimes I record these things, and when I do the replay on it, it sounds like I'm extremely loud. And it's probably because I'm so hyped, and it's a lot of tea drinking and caffeine and all that other stuff just makes me overexcited. And so I'm going to lower my voice. I'm not loud, Alicia. Oh, okay. Because for some reason, when I play when I go and do the playback, it sounds like I'm yelling and screaming and, okay, because I don't want to be loud now, honey. Because I'm from Miami, so Miami people, we got a reputation for being loud. And I promise you guys, every bit of it is true. Especially when you get a lot of people from Miami in one room. I don't even see how we can hear each other talk. It's unreal. And last weekend, I was in Tampa. And oh my God, they were all talking at the same time. And I'm like, is this real? Or is my eyes and ears deceiving me? But it's not just Miami. It's Southerners do that. North Carolina's people, we got people all over the place. And Macon, and, where we at, California and all those other places. So it's not just the Florida crew. All right. So one time for Florida, shout out to the 305-954, all the 786ers. What's up? All the 407s. It may be, the echo in the room. It might be the echo in the room. Who knows? But certainly that is the replay. When I do the replay, it just sounds extremely loud. But thank you guys so much for joining in. Thank you so much. Again, just, switch back and forth with me, okay? I know that the Instagram page has changed quite frequently, and that's because for some reason somebody's following me and they just feel a need to hack all of my pages. And so I had to get some stuff together, and I'm constantly revamping, rebuilding. One time we had over 10,000 followers, and somebody felt a need to just hack my account. I'm not a celebrity, y'all. I'm just Tay. I promise you I'm just Tay. I promise you I'm just Tay. I love God. I'm really humble when it comes to certain things. I don't do this social media thing for attention and numbers and all of that stuff. That's why it doesn't matter to me. I just go and create a whole nother page and start with a whole nother one viewer. Come on. So if this message can get across to the hackers, all right, please know that, come on, I'm just going to create another page. Stop hacking me. Stop closing my account and stop doing all of whatever it is that you guys are doing, because I'm still going to continue and I'm still going to create a whole nother page. So, if I got 10,000 followers, if they're following me when I create another page, then it's going to be 20,000 next time. So stop it. Okay? That's your warning. So anyway, I come on to talk about all this. I really do want to bring Keesha on because we to show you that, Mom, that I'm on live, but OMG. It's so funny because I tell people all the time I'm going live, so not to call the phone, but for some reason, it doesn't get a call. I don't know Alicia, are you praying for me? Pray for me. I'm just Tay. That's it. I'm just Tay. I just want to do the right thing. Live through the grace of God. Allow him to use me through this avenue and this podcast and provide a platform where people can talk about the things that they may find a little bit challenging or difficult. That's it. I'm not asking for much in life, so that's that. So you praying for me, Alicia? Go ahead and put it in the chat box. Say yes, I'm praying for you, Tay. Yeah. Keesha, you ready to come on? If you are, honey, put a yes in the box and all that other good stuff, and let me know that you're ready to come on. And guys, it's going to be an amazing show. We actually interviewed Keesha some months ago, and she did the Pain Was Necessary Part 1. So she's a celebrity amputee, and she's going to tell her story in a few more minutes. You ready, Keesha? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and send you. You praying for me, Alicia? Thank you so much, babe girl. That's my friend. Alicia's my friend, y'all. We've been down since, like, a long time, okay? She's the only one that I can really trust with my secrets, and I know she's not going to tell. Love you, girl. Let me bring Keesha on. Hold on. So I'm going to bring Keesha on, y'all. Go with the flow. Any questions, guys, please make sure you put it there at the bottom of the chat. Ooh.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly, hon. And I am so excited about that. I'm excited about the fact that we can hear you, honey. Ooh, Lord. Thank you for coming on and your willingness to do part 2 of this and allowing me to come and interrupt your schedule. I appreciate that.
I'm just by my Father's business. That's all.
We have to be about our Father's business, okay? Listen, I met with Cassandra this weekend. That's my dog. And so we had such a good time, and I was like, oh my God, let me take all these pictures and send them all out. And we didn't get a chance to post them all, but 1 or 2 made the cut.
Yeah, I saw.
That's my girl. How you doing?
I am blessed and highly favored.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing pretty good. I'm just excited. I'm very proud of you and what you're doing. 10,000 followers. Wow.
Listen, Keesha, you remember when the last time we talked, Keesha, I said to you that when you look at the numbers in the top, and if there's a 1 there, I'm going to talk like I'm talking to thousands of people, and it's true. Like, even if nobody logs on, I'm still going to talk, but because I wasn't paying attention to the number, it was increasing. And so we put, I did a reel because I'm always doing these crazy reels depending on, you know, the song I'm into in the moment. And I'm so free. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Right.
just,
I saw you.
whatever song, if it's a Mary J. Blige, I'm a rock Mary. If it's a, you know, Yolanda, I'm a rock Yolanda. I'm free. Like I promise you, since I've gotten into these 40s, I'm living my life so freely. I'm not worried about what people think and how they feel. You know,
Right.
I'm done with the just the eyes on me type thing. I've done
Right.
that. And
Right.
so anyway, long story short, we did a reel. Shalonda was actually the guest. And so we were praying. Well, she was praying. And then somebody put a comment at the bottom and saying, you know, why are you praying to this white Jesus? And so when I went to erase it, so we have to be careful, guys. If you're listening, don't erase these comments because a lot of that can be, it can trigger like a hack. And so I went to erase it, and then my entire account went down. So when I looked at you remember how you showed me how to look at the numbers? Because there's a delay. We had over 10,000 followers, 10,125 followers.
Wow.
So I
That's
had to redo the entire page, and then I redid the entire page. And guess what, Keesha? As I redid the entire page, we were getting friend requests or following or whatever. So people just started following and following, following. And so that's what I'm saying. So that's the warning that I was trying to get to the hackers. Like, you can continue to hack me for what? Right? But if you do, whoever's following you, they're going to find you because the content is good. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, most people, when they lose their page or it's hacked, they feel like, you know, their live is over or their social media page is done with. How am I going to get back those followers? Let me tell you something. God will give you those followers and some additional followers. I
yes,
promise
they
you.
will.
So don't go into a depressive state about the fact that somebody done hacked your account and you have to restart over. And
Right.
so I'm a living witness to that. But anyway, I didn't mean to make this long statement, but it's true because I'm not that person. I've never been that person that's been moved by, you know, these small things. Hey, I'm
Right.
a 90s baby. We didn't have social media growing up, did we, Keisha?
Oh, dear.
What we had, Keisha? What we had?
Yeah. Shoot.
What we had? Hopscotch.
I remember when computers were first coming out with the internet. Remember AOL?
Yeah.
American Online?
Yeah.
They don't know about that stuff.
They don't know about those things. So I don't even know about that. Like
Prodigy.
my students, he was crying. You know, he went into a depressive stage. He was talking about how, you know, his page got hacked. And I said, honey, just create another one. He was like, no, you don't understand. And I'm like, what is it that I don't understand? Like, I'm missing it. So again, I'm, you know, my age. I missed that portion of it. I'm like, well, you take it away. I just started again. I'm used to starting all over again. Fresh beginnings. Listen, new beginnings is everything, okay? And it gets better as you go along.
Right. Amen. Amen.
So that's a note to everybody out there. Listen, hey, y'all, everybody, thank you so much for logging on. Now, we've interviewed Keesha before. She did a part one, but her schedule was so busy and, you know, we couldn't hear the background of it. So if you guys have gone to our YouTube channel and you saw Keisha's first part one, we're just going to we're going to redo that right now here in part two. So, Keisha, let everybody know who you are, where you're from, and, you know, why was the pain necessary for you to go?
Right. So I know some people say, well, her name is not Keesha on social media, but, you know, again, I was on television. I'm Wanda from the reality show South Beach Toll. Yeah. So I've been Wanda for a very long time. Not a lot of people did not know my government name, but yet. Yeah. Yeah. So, and I'm from Miami, the 305. I heard you shouting out the 305s and that mixing all the above, you know. And the pay was necessary. I don't know if for those who haven't caught the first, of course, the hearing the sound, but I don't look like what I've been going through. I don't look like it. You know, I'm actually sitting before you with a missing leg. And a lot of people don't know that. And for those who have not been following my journey, I've had a lot of close encounters when I should. You know, God visiting me, and I'm gonna say it just how it happened. You
Come
know,
on.
I would
Come on.
not I would not be here if it wasn't for God. Now, of
And
course, I know you mentioned about the hackers, some, you know, who we were praying to. Hey, whatever your God is, that's your God. But I know my God saved me. So,
come on.
you
Come
know, so again, you know, I went to church about a year ago, and a young lady, and I'm gonna just give reverence to that title because she was actually preaching and she was delivering a message,
on.
and she said the pain was necessary.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in the audience and I say, I mean, the light bulb went off.
Yeah.
Wow, that can go a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
The pain was necessary because we all experience so much pain throughout
Yeah.
our, whether it's mental, physical, emotional. It could be any kind of pain is pain. And one thing is gonna, if it don't hurt physically, it's gonna hurt emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, all has been through it. I've been through it, but the thing about it is, why are we going through it? See, a lot
Yeah.
of times, you know, my parents taught me not to question, you know, God. Don't question him. Don't question him. But I had to. And I'm going to be honest. Why am I going through this type of pain? I don't believe I deserve it. And
Amen.
the answer he gave me, he said, you're not going through it for you. You're going through it for somebody else.
That's right.
Now, mind you, everybody cannot go through this type of pain. So,
True.
so remember, it was taught to us that he give his battles, his give his the strong to what's the quote? He give the battles to his strongest children. I'm just saying it like that.
That sounds
Okay.
good. Okay.
Everybody cannot go through everybody's pain.
That's right.
Everybody's pain is not everybody's assignment.
Mm-hmm.
My assignment was to go through this pain that I never thought in a million years that I would see myself as an amputee.
That's right.
People don't understand what losing a limb is. Losing a life, I don't know. I can tell you what it almost felt like losing a life because I was
Yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm.
I had that. I almost crossed over.
Yeah.
But when something's being taken from you,
Mm-hmm.
like a limb, when I tell you, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be 100. Can I be 100?
Of course you can.
I almost committed suicide. I locked myself in a room for 3 months.
Yeah.
I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't want to see nobody. I was depressed. I got so small till they had to admit me in a hospital for malnourishment
Wow.
because I'm going through this pain that I never, ever, ever thought that I would actually go through.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually questioned God. I said, why me?
Yeah.
Why me? Like me out of all people, why me? And you want to know something? Because he said, I know you can handle it.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So as I'm looking back,
Mm-hmm.
remember the day of my surgery, just to be kind of quick on that story. The day of my surgery, I almost lost it. I mean, I wish my husband could be here to kind of tell you the experience he had watching me come out of recovery, but
Wow.
I almost lost it because I did not want to see my leg at all. I don't know what happened, but I don't want to see it. Don't show it to me. Don't lift the covers. I want to know that my foot was still there, and
Wow.
that's it. But let me tell you, the moment I finally saw my leg for the first time,
Yeah.
I lost. I really lost it.
Wow.
I really lost it. And let me tell you, God will send people like nurses your
Yes,
way
he will. Yes, he will.
to encourage you
Mm-hmm.
when your family is not really there 100% of the time, because of course they can't be there 100% of the time.
That's right.
But let me tell you, they came and they encouraged me. They said, listen, you're going to be okay. Trust me. You're going to be okay. And let me tell you, everybody may not experience this type of pain.
That's right.
Everybody has experienced some type of pain,
Mm-hmm.
whether it has something to do with relationships, whether it has something to do with
inevitable.
A death in a family.
Yeah.
Is a pain. But why are you going through this pain? And like I tell my daughter all the time, you're going through this not for you.
That's right.
It's a lesson for you.
Mm-hmm.
Going through it to help somebody else.
That's right. That's right.
So the pain has to come. You know, God saw this 2,000 years ago.
Right.
He knew you. He knew me. He knew everybody. He knew what I was going to go through.
That's it.
He knew.
That's it.
And it's almost like, well, why you didn't warn me?
Yeah.
I'm like, why you didn't warn me? Like,
right.
I want to come before.
You would think he would, yes.
Right, but I believe he chose a great candidate.
Amen. I believe that too.
To fulfill the assignment,
mm-hmm.
which is helping somebody else. Because out of this assignment,
yeah.
Listen, I was on my hospital bed after surgery. I was counseling people.
Yeah.
I so many inboxes, like it was crazy. I mean, so many people just opened up to the. I didn't even know I had a lot of friends on social media that way.
See.
I was like, "Are you serious?"
Oh yeah.
They were like, "I just want to share my story," and then they had family members that were amputees, so they want to know how to cope with it. And at the end of the day, I mean, I can only
a whole ministry.
Or look, doped up and all in the bed, trying to, trying to take a nap. And I'm telling you, and I joined groups, and let me tell you, I met so many friends that are amputees in these groups, and it's so crazy. Like,
that's a whole podcast, Keesha, that you need to get started.
But let me tell you.
Okay.
Let me tell you how good God is.
Okay, because I know He keep you and Christina. You guys are so talented, and there are so many great ideas that go on in you guys' head. Like, I've never met a group of sisters who are that multi-talented. It's amazing what God puts in.
But we had to learn something
that He gives you guys.
Listen, I had to learn this too, and I guess this goes for my sister. She probably watching.
She watching. Hey, Cassandra.
So this goes for that we have a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
We have a lot of talent.
A lot.
But I'm telling you, you have to go forth and execute these things ASAP. And when I say ASAP, it's because, remember, there are trillions of people in the world that are thinking just like us.
But God gave it to you to move on.
He said that there are people out there that's going to have similarities, but it's something about yours that's going to stand out.
Because it comes with the anointing. That's right.
So I have learned as getting older, because I'm in my 40s too, getting older.
These 40s do something to you. I'm telling you.
When he gave me the vision, see, I sleep with this.
See that?
I sleep with it every night.
Right.
If I wake up in the middle of the night and something come to my head, before I forget it, I write it down.
That's all I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I may need this in the future. Mm-hmm. So back to the statement I was trying to make was, I'm out of this birthing of a vision and for the pain that's necessary, I have made up in my mind to actually start a foundation for amputees. Good.
That's good. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah. Yes. So it's, the foundation give not only stability, but give a nourishment to not the heart, but the soul. Because mental health is something.
It's on the rise. It's on the rise.
Mental health,
especially between ages of 16 until, I would say, that bracket of maybe 45. It's really between that group. It's rough. It's rough. Mm-hmm.
And then to know that I go from being a celebrity on TV to coming all the way down here as an amputee.
Ability.
go to doctor's offices almost every week. Then ended up on dialysis.
Okay.
And,
It's okay.
like,
It's okay.
what happened? You know? And
It happens to the
you got,
best of us. It's like going from a CEO to a company to receiving unemployment.
right.
It happens all the time. Yeah.
Right. And I was so depressed because I'm so used to this. And God say, bring it down a notch.
Ooh.
I here. I need you down here for a minute. And
Mm-hmm.
say
It's
something.
just for a second.
But
Just for
guess
a
what?
second.
That was, see, to him, that second, see, to us, that second could be years.
Yeah. And it feels like
It
decades.
feels like
It
decades.
feels like it. Yeah.
But to tell you the truth, I've gotten, I've gotten a lot of love during this time, but then I've gotten a lot of backlash.
Well, they'll be all right. They'll be all right.
They say, "Oh, wasn't you a celebrity? Wasn't you playing on TV?" But life happened.
That's the part that trips me out because life happens.
Life happened.
And you have to keep your mouth off of people because you can say what happened. I thought you was a celebrity and now you're going through this. And then the next month you can find yourself in that same position that you're talking about.
Come on now.
Okay, so leave my sister alone out there in social media world, okay? Because she has a prayer warrior on her back, okay? So you're going to leave her alone. Let's talk about that first. And then
that goes for any and everybody.
All of them.
Friends, foes,
everybody. I say all of them. Because we still fight all day, baby. Florida, here we go. We may live in different places, but come on, we stand as one. But people, I am conscious of people like that because at any given time, your life can change. And then what? You're going to want somebody to have sympathy for you. You're going to want that. So keep your mouth off people.
One thing about me, I do my best to be humble, keep my face card clean with. And at the end of the day, I've been telling people this since my surgery. I don't want pity. I don't want sympathy.
Yeah.
Pray for me, yes. Pray for the right thing, though.
That's right. If you're going to pray.
But I'm not asking for this. I just say I just want people to be educated.
That's right.
What I'm going through because somebody needs to hear this.
Absolutely.
Somebody needs to hear it.
But the cool part about it is you're mobile now, Keesha.
I did get
where you come from to where you can have a whole leg, and to where you can walk again. So imagine maybe 20 years ago, those people who got their legs cut off, it just was off, and so to see
so bad. Yeah, I feel, trust me, I go to dialysis with a lot of amputees.
Yeah.
Some of them have the leg and they're not walking. Some of them are still in a wheelchair. Some of them say it hurts really bad that they just don't. But hey, the first day I got my prosthetic leg,
yes,
I walked out the doctor's office with my leg on. I was determined. I said, it can't keep me down too long.
That's good.
I was determined. The doctor was like, nobody walks out of here with their prosthetic leg. They at least
How
wait.
About that?
I'm walking out of here with my leg on.
How about that, Keesha?
Yeah, and I was determined, and I feel like that's why God chose me. That's why he chose me for the assignment. And I'm honored, and I had to tell God, I said, God, I'm honored that you have given me this assignment. I know I complained, I cried, I did it all. I questioned, I doubted, I did all that. But you knew in the back of my mind that I was equipped, that I was going to fulfill the assignment.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, if I could hear God now, if he was the tall, he probably like, girl, if you don't shut up, I gave you this assignment, and just stop.
Okay.
Okay, I don't want to hear no complaining or nothing.
Complaining. We complain so much, Keesha, and we have no idea the reward at the end. Why are we complaining? When God gives us a trial, he gave it to you, like Keesha said, because he knows you can handle it. So if we can just get on his side and we can team up with God, he already has the blueprint.
Right.
He knows like where the holes are, the potholes are. He already knows where the safe places are and the unsafe places. So we might as well team up with him. But that's easier said than done. You know, we're human and we go through depression, like you said. A lot of us can be depressed and don't even know it, Keesha. And it comes with overeating. It could come with shutting down, not wanting to be around a lot of people, you know, looking at your life as if, you know, you should be
right,
what you should be or better than what you should be. And
right.
a lot of times if you internalize that, you can eat a lot or you cannot eat, you know. And so there's a lot of us, right, African Americans, that are walking around depressed and we don't even know it. And so the moment someone says something to us, we spaz out, you
Right,
know. We
right.
see that as anger. We can see that as going to the
And
club.
also, too, we also see it as embarrassment.
And it is.
Because, because, you know, and I like to be transparent. I like to use me as an example because I'm not perfect. You know, I'm human just like everybody else. But, you know, I was embarrassed. I was really embarrassed to the point where if anybody questioned me on anything, I caught an attitude. I don't want to talk about it. Don't ask me. I'm not going to tell you. Whatever. You know, oh, what's wrong? Did you hurt yourself? Did you hurt your leg? You know, and being out in public like that, it was embarrassing, especially before I got my prosthetic. Yeah. You know, I roll around with a missing limb. Now, I'm going to tell you, it took some mindset growing for me to get beyond that point. And I want the audience to understand, whatever pain you're going through, do not be embarrassed. Don't. I'm for real. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to scream, scream. If you need to get on your knees and block everybody out from around you.
Outside, no.
Because I'm telling you, stress will kill you. But at the end of the day, guess what? Just always know this. And my mom always said that somebody's always going through something 20 times
worse than you.
So don't be embarrassed. Like when you say it's not hard to talk about, don't be embarrassed to talk about it.
Come on.
If you're hurting, say, listen, I'm hurting. I'm in pain. Yeah. Somebody did me wrong. You know, because I'm going to tell you something. The more you talk about it to the right people, to the right people, you can actually heal. And sometimes you can actually find the answers that you're looking for when you actually bring it out of you. So, you know how you say sometimes you can answer your own questions?
Answer your
own questions. It's just that you can't hold it in. Don't be embarrassed. I'm a living witness. I was embarrassed. Like my celebrity card I was going to bury it 6 feet under and say, forget everything. Listen, I didn't exist. But at the end of the day, I had an assignment. Remember, every pain that you're going through is your assignment. It's your assignment. Yeah. And I know some people may inbox, they may have a question. Hey, what do I do about this? You know, I'm emotionally attached to this. How do I listen? You're going through that for a reason. So don't get mad at the messenger. Don't get mad at us.
Messenger.
Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the creator either, because he was going to go through that.
That's right.
So the pain is necessary. The pain, you have to go through it.
This is good. This is good, Keesha. Thank you so much for that. You're encouraging me. I'm like, oh my God, it's so true. You know, and just 2 points that you said, just knowing that if God gave it to you, you're the one to go through it. And then the other, that the pain is necessary. It will teach you something. Like there's a lesson in the pain.
I know. I think my brother's watching. If he's still watching on
William,
with DJ, I will.
Yeah, I will.
I wanted to tell him something.
Okay.
The pain was necessary. You know, we lost our parents. It was time, you know, and you went through that pain as a 6-year-old to help somebody else. Wow. Always remember that. You know, your life has not ended because their life ended. Your life actually began because you was put here on earth to fulfill an assignment. you have to ask God what your assignment is. What is your purpose? Why are you still here? You know, your pain right now is because you don't have your parents. But right now, guess what? God needs you to talk to somebody. God needs you to go and talk to people who has actually lost their parents, who never knew their parents
This
at
is
a young
good.
age. How that you can cope and how you can grow up to be a successful young man, although you didn't have your parents. Because see, other men need to see that.
That's good.
Other men need to see that if he can do it, I can do it. If he
Mm-hmm.
can do it, I can do it. Be a leader. You know, make a change, because at the end of the day, that's and you know, don't quote me, but this is what I see. That's what your assignment is, because that's all you knew as a 6-year-old was your mommy and your daddy, which was my mommy and my daddy. But at the end of the day, they're not here. They're no longer here.
Yeah.
So what is your purpose while you're here? We cannot sit in pity and cry over spilt milk for
Good.
so long. We
Mm-hmm.
we can we can cry and we can get it out, but it's gonna be a time to grow up and say, you know what? What am I here for? Because at the end of the day, once you're dead and gone, you can't do nothing else. It's
Mm-hmm.
over. It ain't like you're gonna come back and take over the world. You need to take over the world now
Yeah.
before you leave.
That's good. That's good. That's
And
good.
I believe they wish they could have done that too.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, I'm not faulting my parents. They were good parents. I love them. Trust me, I do whatever to get them back. But at the end of the day, if they didn't fulfill their purposes, that's between them and God.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's between them.
Mm-hmm.
But why are we here? What are we here for? What is our assignment? That's what everybody on this live needs to understand. What are you here for? What is your assignment? Everybody got one.
Yeah.
No, you're not here for nothing. Trust me.
Come on. That part. That part right there, Keesha. We
Not
all,
here for,
and if you don't know what that is, you need to go search it. And William, it was a pleasure seeing you last weekend. It really truly was, because I hadn't seen you in a long time. But your sister is absolutely right. Everything that she said. Now, hopefully, you caught all of that. If you didn't, it's going to be on the replay, and you can use this and play it over and over again, because those were some powerful words. Very, very powerful words. What motivates you now, Keesha? What is your day-to-day motivation? What's your day-to-day motivation?
my day-to-day motivation is, if I could speak to one person
Mm.
and make their day, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart because I'm about to cry. If I
Girl, don't do that.
person
That. Don't do that. Don't do
and
that.
their day and they can smile, that's all that means to me. Because guess what? I couldn't have been here. I would have been dead and gone back in 2019. I would have been dead and gone. What difference was I going to make dead? Nothing. So if they can see me in the streets and they can see me with my cane and my prosthetic leg,
Still walking.
and I'm walking with a smile and I wear it beautifully, and they question me, I'm not embarrassed to talk to them. And I'm not ashamed to tell them what happened. And I'm going to say it with a smile, and genuinely they're going to feel it. And you want to know something? They're going to go home and they're going to think about what I said.
Good, Keesha. That's good. That's good. That's good.
So that's what motivates me. If I can motivate somebody else, my
Yeah,
job is done for the day. My job is done.
that's
Just
so
work
good, Keesha.
9 to 5. Trust me.
Girl, Reverend D is not with us today, but she would have had you real good on that. I've just felt her presence and just knowing, but this is amazing. And it's true, Keesha, and I believe, let me just tell you this. Since the day I've met you, you've made an impact on my life. Like I said, just your level of creativity and what God gives you. Not only that, your heart posture, your personality, you never change, Keesha. Like you never change. Your personality remains consistent when it comes to your passion to do for others, your willingness to help somebody along the way. Like, I've never seen you be, girl, you making me cry.
I'm sorry.
I've never seen you be selfish towards anybody concerning, like, you'll be hardcore now. You'll let us have it now. We need to.
Yeah. I'm very
If,
hard
if
to
we need
talk.
to have
I'm
it, let us
hard
have
to
it.
talk.
Sometimes it's hard to get that because we like the used to the nice Keisha.
Yeah.
We're not careful. We'll just be like, who she think she talking to? And you know what I mean? Because I
Right.
said that a number of times, but then I always go back and say, you know what? Keisha is someone that really has your best interest at hand. And she's never been, I've never seen that in all the years that I've known you. You've always been caring. You've always been kind. You've always gone above and beyond to assist people, and some people take that for granted. They do.
They do.
Yet you remain consistent, and we didn't know, like, I didn't know some of these things that you're saying. And I would never want you to give up on life. I would never want to, like, you could always call me for sure. Like, I would never want anybody that's listening to this live, if things have gotten so bad in your life that you're contemplating suicide, listen, God has a plan for you. You just heard Keisha's story. She lost her entire leg. Yes, she's here. Yes, she's smiling. Yes, she's communicating. She's no longer embarrassed. So if you are contemplating suicide and you're listening to this live, don't do it. Please don't do it.
Yeah.
God has a plan for you. You're just going to have to step back from the ledge. Put the knife out of your hand. You know what I'm saying? Put the rope away. Don't take the pills tonight. Don't oh my God, Jesus, I love you. Don't over drink. Don't over smoke. Don't over sex it away. It's okay. God has a plan for you. You can put it down. You can stop and turn away. Because the
Right.
enemy wants to make you think you have to commit suicide. You have to be embarrassed. You have to, oh my God, everybody's watching you. That's not true. There's a way.
Right.
And if Keisha's story and my story, and oh my God, I'm sure so many people who are watching tonight's story, they can tell their stories about how they got over.
Right.
And I'm encouraged.
Always remember, no matter what pain you're going through, you're beautiful.
Yes.
You are beautiful. And that goes for everybody.
Yeah.
Pain is not ugly.
Mm-mm.
Just always remember that pain is not ugly. It's us in the mind that makes it ugly.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to think beauty. Beauty beyond the ashes. We have to think about that.
That's a whole book, Keisha.
I know.
That's a whole book. See what I'm saying? You inspiring folks.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. And I thank you, Latavian, for giving me my accolades while I'm here, giving me my flowers while I'm here. At the end of the day, now it take a lot to tick me off. I'm gonna put a disclaimer. I'm not holier than thou. I'm not the innocent one, but I'm gonna tell you.
Raise your hand if you holier than thou.
But I had to do a little growing because, like she said, she have witnessed a lot of folks take advantage of me because I was that person that, don't worry, it's gonna be okay. Yeah. Never mind, it's all right. I'm that because I always have hope for everybody. Yeah. Hope to change. If a person do me wrong, well, they'll change. They probably haven't. I always made an excuse for everyone. Yeah. I'm calling an excuse because that's what it sounds like. Mm-hmm. I made it for everyone. But at the end of the day, I still kept that humbleness because that's just me. Yeah. And people say, Keisha, you're too nice. I don't know what else to be.
Yeah, because that's who you are. Yeah.
She make me
it's a part of your makeup. It's a part of who you are, And people, if you are not nice, people probably wouldn't like you mean. So God made you nice. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because listen, when I get mean, Latavian, I cry. I feel bad.
Me too.
And I'm like, I just fussed my husband out. I can't believe it. And I'm still so bad. Like
fiction, girl. Tell me about it.
People don't understand. That's what I go through.
Awful. That's why I say I might as well be nice, because I could fuss you out now. Oh yeah, I could be mean.
I've seen
By
that.
by the time I settle down, I gotta go back and call you and apologize. So what I mean?
Right, right.
You
And
know,
I tell people, when you have genuine people like that, do not push them out of character.
please
It's,
don't do
it's
it, y'all. Please don't do it. I'm gonna
yeah,
go,
it's
I'm
not
gonna, I'm gonna go through this real quick, because somebody said, Wanda, why did you do that to Jerome? Girl, they don't put you back into Wanda mode. They say, Wanda, why did you do that to Jerome? That was just bad for you. that,
oh, you thought that was bad. What's
and,
wrong? That's the question.
and then she said,
Bro,
oh, Wanda, you're still cool.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Cassandra said, I hear y'all, love you, sis.
Love you
No, we're
too.
not there. No, none of us are perfect. That is for sure. I make sure I didn't miss anybody's
Comments.
comments.
Right.
Thank you guys for coming in too. By the way, this is Wanda, everybody from South Beach Toe. She's doing her part 2 of The Pain is Necessary. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate that. Feel free to leave your comments and everything. She gave her testimony. And so definitely you can watch the replay on that. Make sure you follow her, like, press, share. This is somebody you absolutely want to know. If you are young in the business, if you want to start a business, if you need PR, if you need a promotional team, let me see, if you need a photographer, let's take some. You need some flyers. You can listen from A to Z when it comes to the music industry, and when it comes to marketing, when it comes to television. Keesha Wanda Jackson is your go-to person. And I'm here to tell you that, guys. And so if you're like all over the place and you can't get organized and you don't know who to call, listen, DM her and she'll get you all the way together. And that's for everybody that's coming in. And most of you already know her work. Listen, people are paying thousands of dollars to people who are really just doing a trial and error. They really don't know
Right.
what they're doing. And
Right.
you're shoving out millions of dollars and thousands of dollars and hundreds of dollars to people who have absolutely no idea how to get you to the next level. And I'm telling you, you can give these thousands of dollars to Keesha, because she's definitely can do that for you. Keesha, let them know what your company is about and how you can assist the people. I know I just did a whole
You just did a whole
but
spiel
you
for me.
tell the people how to get in contact with you, how to reach you, the
Right.
services you provide, all of that.
Well, they can go to my website. It's www.Keesha with 2 E's, jproductions.com. So I do have a business page on Instagram, Keesha J Productions. It's in my bio. If anybody goes to my page, you can click on my website in my bio, and that can direct you to everything that I do when it comes to upcoming shows and everything. Now I'm gonna put a disclaimer before I give my rest of my social media out. Disclaimer is, mind you, I have been on bed rest. I haven't been doing much. I've done a lot in the bed when it come to work, but I have not been. I'm just now getting back on my feet.
Okay.
And to be honest with you, God has really opened up a lot of doors for me while being on bed rest.
Okay.
And getting better. So I mean, I can't discuss a whole lot of it, but trust me, I mean, I've gotten recognized for awards, nominated for award. I say, Lord, what did I do? What did I do?
It's coming out of nowhere. You planted a lot
Coming out of nowhere.
You've done.
But I can't be everywhere at one time. But if you go to that website, you can actually I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm easy to get along with. Just don't abuse it. Just don't abuse it.
Right.
I had to block a whole lot of fans that called on my phone asking me, can y'all come tow my car?
And come with your coins. Don't play.
Right.
Come with your coins. Don't be trying to get no discount. You see, the thing is, why we do each other this way, I have no idea.
Cool.
Each other this way, I have no idea. Let me tell you something about the quality of Keesha's work. It is not a $1,000 plan, okay? And I let her figure out what she's gonna charge you, but it is beyond that. So don't be coming with no $200, $300 ideas, okay?
And then we have my husband I'm gonna say my husband and I, we have a financial company,
Okay.
credit restoration. So,
Okay.
at the end of the day, people out there paying $3,000, $5,000 for credit.
See?
To be honest with you, we teach you how to maintain your credit.
Yeah.
Like, get their credit fixed. They want to buy a house. They want to buy a car.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, 90 days down the road, guess what happened? Snatch it right back. Well,
What?
you don't know how to maintain your credit.
There you
So,
go.
if y'all, hey,
And
this is.
what's the name of that? What's the
I'm sorry.
What's the name of your husband's credit?
Yeah, AJ's financial consultant.
Okay.
Yes. So if anybody want, they can always inbox me, and I can forward him that information. I work beside him, so I mean.
Okay. So there you have it,
Yeah.
guys.
So, for you guys who multiple streams of income, think about that. Everybody has talents. Everybody has dreams and aspirations. Don't sit and wait on nobody.
Yeah.
Please. Don't do it. I had to learn that 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. That's
Stop
right.
waiting on people. Just do it yourself. Whether it's this small or that big, just do it. Because remember I told you, Latavian, somebody's going to be watching.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when you first started your show?
Yeah.
Somebody's going to watch you.
You said that.
Somebody is sitting there saying, man, I want to be on. And look how many followers you have.
You did that. But you guys have always, you guys have always seen the big picture when it comes to me. I remember when I did my first book, and just, I came with my little shabby cover. I'll never forget that.
Right. I remember you designed it.
Name and also just a whack concept.
Mm-hmm.
I remember coming over to your house, and you printed all the cards, and we even got Penny involved, and Cassandra put the tear in her eye and all that stuff. And when I looked at that cover, I said, my goodness, I would have never thought of this,
Right.
And so we went to what was that called? Some type of event that next day. Right. And then we had our T-shirts with the cover on it. We had our flyers. I mean, y'all had me hooked up. And
that's technology was booming.
That was next level to me. Like, I never would have thought of any of that. And so I'm grateful. That's why I tell these people. And this was when, Keesha, oh my God, 2007, 6?
Before that, I think.
Oh, you guys have been walking in this thing. So Keesha she ain't just come on the scene, y'all, just because y'all saw on South Beach. I've been walking behind the scenes for a long time, guys, okay? Just so you guys are aware.
Yeah, I've been more background. I think I've been more in the background.
Yeah, you have.
The only reason why I came out in the forefront is because I, got put on TV and everybody saw who I was. But I was more in the background. I was doing the church booklets. Remember, I was doing there. I was in high school and Parkway Middle. Not my daughter, Lord forgive me. My sister was going to Parkway Junior, and they hired me to be their secretary.
You see that, right? So, guys, this has been, so you're working with a professional here. That's all I'm saying.
Playwriter. I did my plays, remember?
I remember.
My plays. I produced it, directed, all that.
I all of that. Listen, www.KeeshaProductions.com, guys. I pinned it at the bottom.
Yeah, that's me right there.
Mm-hmm. So we're about to close this out because I do want to make sure that everybody has that information. But if you could leave the people with one thing, Keesha, you've left us with so many additional things. But before we close out, what would be that one thing that you would tell someone who's on the verge of giving up? We've already really encouraged them, but what will be that final word to them as to not to give up no matter what you're going through?
I would tell them, and this just came to me, that's crazy. I would tell them every morning you wake up and that sun is out, that's another day given to you. Remember, there's 24 hours in a day, right? They tell us to make every hour count, but it's hard to do that because life is life. When you wake up every morning, you open those eyes and you look out your window and you see that sun shining, that's a sign for you that it's gonna be okay. Dry your tears. Find something that's gonna motivate you to where you can start healing from the pain that you're going through. I had to do that. Everybody can't take my advice, but I'm telling you, long as that sunrise, you know you granted another day.
That's so good. That's so good, guys. And we're going to close with that. We usually close out in prayer. And I think that this is a very pivotal moment to close out in prayer. I could do it or you could do it, whichever one of us, Keesha. But that is so true. Every day we give in and we're waking up and the sun is out there, that's another opportunity to prove ourselves not only worthy to God, but to fulfill the purpose that He has given.
Now, it may be cloudy some days now. It may be cloudy, but that's just to let you know it's just a little storm coming by. It's just a little storm.
I like
that. It's going to come out, though. The sun eventually going to peek behind the clouds. Just wait on it.
Wait on it.
Just wait.
That's so good, Keesha. Do you want to close us out in prayer or do you want me to?
I'm going to close. I do forgive my doggy in the background.
Oh, it's okay. Hey, doggy.
My husband is home. I hear him, so that's why.
He's a star. That's a celebrity dog right there. He's saying everything. Okay.
Go ahead, Latavian.
Oh, me? I'm going to close it out?
Well, I can close it. That's okay. I can close it.
I think you should close us out in prayer because you got a lot of power over there, sister.
Okay. Well, Father God, in the name of Jesus, Lord, we thank you for this live today, God. Thank you for ordaining this segment, for those who have been on, who have listened, for those who are going to listen, who going to research and hear this broadcast again, Lord. I thank you because we are about our Father's business. We are here to fulfill an assignment. Yes, thank God for allowing us to do your will, Lord. Yes. Lord, just look over us, watch over us as the days go by. Watch, touch everybody that's on this live, listen to the sound of my voice. Yes, I pray that whatever pain that they're going through, that let them to understand that it is necessary. Yes. They have to go through this pain, Lord. You got their back. You have 100, 200%. Yes. They just have to trust in you, knowing the pain is going to get better, but you have to fulfill it because you're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for somebody else. Lord, we thank you once again. We thank you for Latavian for fulfilling her assignment, fulfilling her duties. Thank you for allowing me to be a voice to your people. And we ask that you just grant us just favor for those who need it. Grant us healing for those who need it. Yes, touch anybody who's far away that's listening. I grant them, give them the desires of their hearts. Yes, brokenhearted, heal people that are in pain. Yes. And whenever we come back again and again, I pray that somebody can share their testimony. Yes, sir. And whatever that they're going through. Yes, sir. All we ask in Jesus' name, amen.
In Jesus' name, amen, Lord. Thank you so much for praying.
You're welcome.
Thank you for always, taking out the time to come on. I know you're busy and I know you're resting and I know you're doing all those things and you don't have to do it for me, but you're doing it. I love you so much for that. I love you so much for that, sister. Listen, y'all, this is going to be uploaded. It's going to be uploaded on the Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, so you can catch the replay anywhere. Again, if you need the services, www.KeeshaProductions.com. We love you so much, Keesha. We're praying for you. I love you. You already know I love you. And thank you guys so much. Until we meet again, guys, it's not hard to talk about. Blessings to everybody.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.